What's the creepiest announcement your school ever made? It was a completely ordinary Tuesday in October. Second period, the kind of gray morning where half the class was asleep on their arms and our teacher had given up pretending we cared about algebra. Then the speakers crackled. Will Adrian Wells please report to the front office? Adrian Wells to the front office. Nobody reacted at first. Announcements like that happened 10 times a day. But I remember thinking one small thing. I had never heard that name before. Our school had 600 students. You knew names, at least vaguely. Nobody knew an Adrian Wells. 5 minutes later, the announcement repeated. Same flat voice, same exact words. Adrian Wells, please report to the front office immediately. That's when I noticed our teacher. She had stopped mid-equation, marker frozen against the whiteboard. She stood there for a second like she was counting something in her head. Then she walked to the door, turned the lock as quietly as she could, and went back to teaching like nothing happened. Except her voice was different now, thinner. A kid near the window asked who Adrian Wells was. She said, probably a new student, and moved on so fast, it was obviously a lie. The third announcement came 8 minutes later, and this time the voice added something new. Teachers, please disregard the bell schedule until further notice. Continue your current lessons. Disregard the bells? Now everyone was awake. Phones started buzzing under desks. My friend 2 rows over texted me that his teacher had locked their door too, and pulled the blinds, and that another teacher was just standing at her window, watching the parking lot. The theory started immediately. Someone said gas leak. Someone said a fight had gotten out of control. Someone swore they'd seen 2 police cars pull in with no sirens. Every guess sounded worse than the last, and nobody could check, because the hallways were completely, unnaturally empty. We sat through what should have been the passing bell. It never rang. 40 minutes past the end of the period, the speakers finally crackled again. All students, please proceed with your teachers to the gymnasium for a brief assembly. Brief. Something about that word made it worse. The gym was silent, in a way I'd never heard it. 600 kids, and you could hear the bleachers creak. The principal stood at center court with 2 police officers behind him, and he opened with a sentence I'll never forget. First, I want you to know that everyone is safe. Then he explained. Adrian Wells wasn't a student. Adrian Wells wasn't a person at all.